Welcome back to the 2-Minute Updates, the Bob Davis podcast. It's about 4:30 in the morning, getting ready to kind of put things together for the show this morning. I kind of hang out up here in the early morning with my computer and everything, and then I go back to the bunker, sort of hanging out in the my little green room upstairs. What's going on? Well, first of all, I was really pleased to get a couple of comments on from you guys on Facebook that people were saying, we really like the updates. We want to know what's going to be on the show. That's the whole point of the 2-minute update, is to let you know what's going to be on the show before we do the show. Although, people, it's funny because people don't usually comment on the 2-minute update. I get some comments, but I don't get a lot of comments, so I just figure that nobody cares or nobody's interested. Facebook is funny that way. Sometimes there's comments, but because there's no comments, I kind of figure, well, nobody cares. As far as telling you guys what we're going to do on the show every day, I'll tell you one thing. I don't mind talking about the stuff that's happening that we're going to do. I don't want to prep all the other shows. And that's kind of a jerky kind of thing to say, but I'm not so sure I want to tell the other shows what's going on, because I imagine that over at the Big Neighbor that they really aren't that prepared, so they might tune in to the 2-minute updates to try to figure out what to talk about. The big news, of course, is that the folks from White Bear Lake may be on the cruise ship which ran aground and foundered on the Italian coast. And it looks like the captain of the ship was partying. That's what is being alleged by guests, as well as the authorities there, who are saying it was just either bad judgment or he was drunk, which is crazy considering that there are now up to, I think there are up to 7 dead, although don't quote me on that. Jon Huntsmann dropping out of the race to throw his support behind Mitt Romney. I think people are completely burned out on Republican politics and on the whole political question. One of the things that has happened in this primary race with Republicans, and I've said this from the beginning, is it's soured people on the Republican race, and it has caused people who might be otherwise inclined to listen to sort of tune out because they're sick of it. That's certainly the response we're getting. You can't get arrested talking about politics. I mean, it's weird, but people just don't want to talk about it. And I don't know whether you guys are just disgusted, that's my sense, or it's just overwhelmingly just burned out on the topic. So we'll put that on the back burner. We'll make that a recurrent topic for the time being, and we will talk about Huntsman and Romney, but we're not going to get into it in depth. It's not worth it. Great article in the failed liberal paper this weekend about the post office in Hope, Minnesota, which has about an hour of work a week, and it's open 6 days, 8 hours a day. I just did some research this weekend on whether or not we should close the post office, and yes, we should. I think we should sell the post office, not close it, and we're going to talk about it. You wouldn't believe what I found out about costs. I'll just give you a little hint. 80% of the costs associated with the post office are labor costs. What does that tell you? And then, of course, without belaboring it, we had another situation this weekend where somebody went into the water with a snowmobile. 2 kids, and I will say kids because they were young men, but they went into the water with a snowmobile, and it's very sad. We're going to talk about how would you know, and why are people snowmobiling on lakes given the warm winter? We'll talk about that. All coming up. Twin Cities News Talk, AM 1130. Listen to Davis and Emmer. I'm heading over to the station right now.